Good morning, traders. Welcome to another session where I'll be trading our evaluation. So I, as the CEO and founder of Predator Capital, will go through the entire path that you would go through as a trader at our firm. And I will be showing you the entire process and also what my approach will be, because I will approach at least the first phase as you should approach it when you're just starting out trading in evaluation for the first time or getting into trading for the first time. And yeah, today I'll also open this sheet to give you a better overview of my breakout trading approach. Once you join our firm and you join our trading desk, and then it is all about making sure that you have the best possible plan and environment to perform well. And we will equip you with basically everything that you need to be able to perform. And if you don't have even if you don't have a strategy yet, right, and you're starting an account with us and you need help with identifying what strategy works for you and identifying your edge, then yeah, that is all fine. We will help you find your strategy. And throughout this series here, I will be showing you how I would approach getting into a specific strategy when you're just starting out. And I took one of the simplest concepts, which is breakout trading. And we will start out really, really simple, by looking at key resistance and support levels, like key levels that are, that we might potentially break. And then look at volume and just make sure to manage risk well. That is what we'll do in phase one. And that is also how you should approach when you're getting into a strategy. Whether you're learning a new strategy or that's the first strategy you're trading, you should start as simple as possible, right? So in the first phase now, the first days or even weeks when we are trading breakouts, and we will look at just volume, key levels, and that is basically how we'll then look for our setups, and this is what we'll then base our entries off, right? And then, next step will be taking higher time frame into account for a stronger setup. Because once you have a strategy, it is all about getting more and more information out of the chart to give your potential trade opportunity, your idea, more confirmation, right? You need to make sure that you are more right than you are wrong, or at least whenever you are right, that you capitalize well on the decision, like the position that you took, right? And that is exactly what we will do here. Then in phase 3, we will take delta volume, to further break out the confirm the breakouts. Then we'll go even more advanced into taking order flow into it, and then deeper into risk management and so on. And that is how you should always start, right? Start as simple as possible. Test it out first. Test the strategy out if it even works for you, and then learn more and more about it to get better and better at it. And that is what we will be doing here. In the first days, we've been mainly trading breakouts. We've been looking for breakouts, either breaks to the upside, breaks to the downside, where we just look at the key levels, at volume, and that are the main indicators that we used. So let's first look on the daily. You can see that we have a pretty large gap here after the weekend. And now let's go into the 4-hourly. So the important level right here is 21,000, right? So we just bounced off of 21,000. Pretty important level. Now to the upside, we can see 21,300, which is basically where we had the open today after this huge gap that we got through the weekend. Then let's go into the 1-hourly. Nothing important here. 15-minute. Nothing important here to look at. And then 5-minute. 5-minute is basically the time frame that I will be watching when I'm in a trade to get a better idea of, yeah, if I should hold onto the position that I have or if I should close out on it. And good. Then the 22 range chart is what I use to do the charting and also the execution. But now after this strong move, I don't have any specific level that I would look at here. So now I basically need to take the higher level, the higher level here. So our next potential key price is 180. And that is where I will put a line to make sure that I have this on the chart. Let's zoom out a little bit. So what I would be looking here is a break of 180 to the downside. Then let's look at a potential target there. Target 1 could be 160. And then below that, there's a lot of room. So what I will do is I will look at 160 right here, draw a second line. That would be a 20-point move. So that is trade opportunity 1. Then, now let's see this. This is also pretty important. 250. As you can see, we bounced off of 250 at least once here. And previously it was resistance before breaking to the upside through 250 right here. And now we're heading towards 250 again. So let's just first see what is happening. So with this move down, I can see volume increasing. So what I would be looking for, I would even be open to trade the break of 200 into 180 and 160. Now let's see what happens. I'll definitely place my limit order here at 198 to sell 5 contracts, 5 micro contracts. That's the first position I would be taking here. And yeah, now just wait to get filled. I'd place my stop right here at 20. So I have around 20-point risk on this trade, which is fine. But I want to see a move lower, break through 200 into 180. So alternatively, we could also see a break through 250 to the upside, right? So that are the two potential setups that I'm looking for right now. A break through 200 to the downside. So I have my limit order placed here at 199. And yeah, let's see what happens. We have about 11 minutes left for the next 1 hourly candle to print. Yeah, and I'll patiently wait for now. I obviously also don't want to get filled here right at the bottom. And due to the way the price is moving here, I don't feel too confident getting in just now. So I'm waiting for the definite break of 200. As I said, like the next level would 180, so that would be my take profit level 1. My stop, as I said, I wanted to set it right around here, so I would put it over the high here. But also could reverse here, right? But now I just patiently wait. But also, I would, in this case, increase position size if we happen to break 200 again. Because then I have enough confirmation for me here that we will move lower. And that is how I usually go about adding on to my positions. So I won't just add on it right now because it's still a little bit too risky. But if we break 200 again, I would have enough confirmation for me to take more risk on this position. But let's see. Might get stopped out right here. Looks like it. So now I will be closing my limit orders. So we just dipped into 200 and moved right back into 230. A lot of volume on this candle here. But again, I will be looking for I think that my general idea is still valid, so I'll leave my 5 contracts right here and would take another approach. In this case, now if we bounce off of 200, I would be looking to potentially increase size. So if we break 92 right here, I would increase size and I would put my stop again to the 20s. And then I'd put my take profit level 1 into 180, take profit level 2 right around 160. So I got filled on my second position. Okay, profit target got hit. Now I just let it run to my take profit level 2. I'll also tighten my stop and move my stop above 200. If we manage to break above 200, I would call this trade idea as invalidated. And also now, since we break 180, which was my take profit level 1, I will soon start trading my stop. Which I will do just now. Moving it to break even, not interested in, like if 90 break, I would call my trade idea as invalidated, at least short term. And what I usually then also do, once I move my stop to my entry, I either remove my take profit or increase it, and then I will use my stop loss to take profit. So I will continuously trail my take profit. So, but just got stopped out here. So generally trade idea worked out, at least with the first position. Second one did not. Now I'd look how price responds to 200 right here and would be looking for a break of 75. So if like a break of 180, have my limit order at 75, looking for another move to the downside. So I could take a risky position right now, like not a risky one, but an early position with a really tight stop. So if we break 90, okay, now it already happened kind of. So my idea was, I can actually do that now. I'll set my first limit order at 86 and then have a tight stop here at right above 200, because then again I would call my trade idea as invalidated. I'll keep my second limit order right here at 75. So if we get the break of 180, I would be open to take more risk on this position. Okay, but just got stopped out. So was a little bit, the second position was a little bit of a riskier position. Not risky in terms of my stop loss or anything, was just a 10-point stop, so all good, but just risky in terms of entering pretty early, right? Because I did not have enough confirmation on that move. Yeah, but in this case here I had a tight stop and just played with the same idea, which is the break of 180, which is still the trade idea that I have. So now I'll just wait for price to do what it wants to do, to play out a little bit here, and I'll just wait on the sidelines. Still interested in the break of 180. So again, let's take a look. So my trade idea, the break of 200 with take profit level 1,860, that like worked out, but it didn't. I got stopped out the first time for 20 points because it moved all the way into 40 again before breaking down into 180. But then when we broke 200, or we're about to break 200, I gave the trade idea a second attempt and it worked out. I increased position size, got stopped out on the second position because my take profit 2 wasn't hit at 160. And yeah. So here again, I would go for the same trade, for the same idea that I already had, that we already traded, the break of 200 to 180, take profit level 1, 160, take profit level 2. I think the idea is still valid. Again, there wasn't any significant volume on this move up into 250. But also, I do not want to enter too early. So let's look at the 1 hourly. We have a new 1 hourly candle opening in about 2 minutes. Okay. So yeah, I mean, my setup generally looks good. So I would definitely be interested in taking already averaging into my position up here. I mean, I have a lot of room, right? I'm just trading 5 micros per position. And that is the good advantage, the big advantage that you have if you're trading small position size, right? And not just over leveraging, trading minis. So I'll wait for the 1 hourly. Oh, that was quick. The algos are kicking in, so I'll definitely have a stop in case something too odd happens. I mean, it's just a small position here with 5 micros, but I would be still interested in adding on to that position potentially, but not right now. The price is too funky. So I would definitely add for the break of 200. So I would add another sell position, sell limit order at 90. But with this one having a tighter stop right at 220. So I keep my take profit level 1 now here at 160. Take profit level 2 can be a little bit further. Oh, I mean, that's not a little bit, that's actually 30 points here, right at 30. So I need to look at a higher time frame to get a better idea of where, yeah, I would actually move it a little bit higher, maybe into the 40s, 50s. So definitely moving my stop loss to take a little bit risk out. And I might close out the entire position once we hit my take profit level 1. Or at least trail my stop. So closed out first position right here, got filled at my take profit level 1. Now moving my stop into profit, closing the other limit order. Now waiting to get either stopped out right here or get my take profit filled at the 40s. Good. So this was quite interesting move here. But yeah, let's. I mean, I'm done for the day. Actually, was a good trade. My trade idea worked out. Price just moved a little bit too much against me, but that is, why you should be trading small size. If I would have traded like 1, 2, 3, or 4 mini contracts right here, which a lot of traders do with the small drawdown that you have available of $2,000 or $3,000 trading with a prop firm or even your personal account, right? You can theoretically, but you shouldn't trade large size. And I need to repeat that over and over again, right? In every session, I will repeat that until everyone understands it. But you can only survive over the long run if you are positioned well, like if you trade the right size. My win to loss ratio was 50-50 today. So it was like a complete, 50-50 game today, if you want to call it like that. And I got stopped out quite a few times, right? The first time I had that trade idea, I got stopped out. Then with the second position I had, when I had the second attempt, I got stopped out. Then third attempt, got stopped out. And then the fourth attempt finally worked with 2 positions. Like I added on to that position, right? So my idea was a break of 180. So first here, the idea was a break of 200 into 180, right? Worked out the second time. Then here, my idea was the break of 180 into 160. Did not work out, got stopped out. And then finally here, the second time I attempted the break of 180, worked out. So got filled at 190. My idea was if we break and hold below 200, so actually reaching 90, 10, like going 10 points more down, I'll take the position. Yeah, and that's what I basically did here. And now, we're moving back up into 200, and I would be interested in taking this position again. I would take, here, if we break 180, I would actually take that position again. I think it's still valid. Just have a tight stop here, right around above 200, because if we break higher than 200, I would call the trade idea as invalidated. But let's just wait and see what happens. Sometimes for your positions to work out, it takes a few times, it's quite possible that I get stopped out right here again, but I definitely liked, I definitely like the trade idea that I have, looking at the higher time frame where the trend is following at the moment, where the trend is heading at the moment. Now I would look for take profit level would be the break of 140. So potentially even 120. So anywhere between 130 and 120 could be my take profit level. But let's just wait and see what happens here. The buy is definitely struggling to hold price above 200. Now we're below 200 again. Let's see. One important level, 160, how that level will hold. You know, as I was just explaining that you need, sometimes it takes multiple attempts for your trade idea to work out. You can see that this trade idea occurred again. You know, right, it hit 160 again. So now I could take profit, but I'm looking for a move lower than 160. I'm looking for a break of 160. And since I'm already up quite a good amount on the day, I'm also open to take the risk and to give a few points back. So yeah, and since again here, just small position size, just 5 micros, there's almost like just, yeah, little to no risk if you compare it to what is traded on the average. On average, people trading minis with $2,000, $3,000 drawdown. So we moved into 160. You can see an increase in volume right now. So I'm actually moving my stop. Not interested if we manage to break 180 right here. I would call my trade idea invalidated short term if we break 180. And that's why I'm moving my stop loss in closer to my entry. Obviously, we can still go lower, but again, if we break 180, I would call my trade idea as invalidated. So got filled right here, got stopped out. And yeah, but short term it worked out, right? This would have been another nice 20 points that I could have taken, but I don't want to get chopped up in this move right here. And yeah, that is basically how I manage my positions. You know, I was just explaining the trade ideas here, that you need to take multiple attempts, and then it worked out again, the break of 180. And yeah, that is basically how things go. And you know, as I will teach you more indicators to use, looking at order flow, looking at the footprint, like using the footprint to get more data out of the charts, that you have a high confirmation for your trade idea to work out, and for you to be more confident actually taking that trade. That will make it easier and easier. But in the beginning, as I said, take it simple. Look for simple setups such as breakouts. Look at volume. Look at the key levels. And yeah, first get a generally better idea of how the market moves. And that is it for this session. So last trade today here was a break-even trade, but I think the trade idea is still valid. You know, I think we will go lower than 180, 160 anytime, but I don't have the time to stick in front of the screen anymore. Definitely want to see this level being taken out right here. We could see a low today all the way into 160, 140. You can see it's now potentially playing out again. So now I could take another attempt, but as I said, I'm done. Thanks for watching. And if you're interested in actually becoming a full-time trader, becoming a professional, then feel free to use the link below to join our firm. And there we will teach you everything that you need to become a pro and survive the markets over longer term, because that is the only way here. You know, recently it has become a trend, has become a thing to just approach it like the total gambling, have a total gamble approach, right? Just gambling multiple accounts and finding strategies how to copy the accounts to maximize the gains this way. But you know, this is not the way to go long term, at least not long term. If you want to become a professional, then our firm Pedia is definitely the place to go, because you will work close together with our team to make sure that you have everything you need. Good. Thank you for watching, and looking forward to having you in the next series.